Jeremy Clarkson's warning to Angela Rayner, the tension with Kier Starmer. In the heart of Westminster, where political fortunes rise and fall with the tide, a storm was brewing that threatened to engulf not just the Labour Party, but the entire political landscape of the UK. On one side stood Angela Rayner, the fiery deputy leader, known for her sharp wit and unyielding spirit. On the other, Jeremy Clarkson, the controversial television personality whose words seemed to carry the weight of 1,000 headlines. The scene was set for an unexpected clash that would reverberate throughout the corridors of power. As the cameras rolled and the public tuned in, Clarkson issued a stark warning to Rayner about her leader, Kier Starmer. "He's a man who stammers," he declared, his voice dripping with both mockery and concern. "In a world where confidence is everything, can he truly lead?" The words hung in the air like a dark cloud, raising more questions than answers. Viewers leaned forward, the stakes had never felt higher. Why would Clarkson, a man often embroiled in controversy, choose this moment to weigh in on political affairs? Was it merely a jest, or did he see something deeper, a vulnerability in Starmer that could spell disaster for Labour? As the clip circulated, speculation mounted. Political pundits dissected every syllable, each one a potential landmine in the minefield of British politics. Angela Rayner, fiercely loyal to Starmer, was not one to back down. With fire in her eyes, she responded, "Kier Starmer does not define him. It's his policies and vision that matter." The tension was palpable. Yet, as Rayner spoke, a question lingered in the air: could her defiance actually undermine the very leader she was defending? The media frenzy intensified, with headlines proclaiming everything from Clarkson's challenge to Rayner's showdown. Social media exploded with reactions, each comment more inflammatory than the last. In the midst of the chaos, whispers began to emerge from the shadows of the palace. What did the royal family think of this public spat? Were they watching as the political drama unfolded? Rumors swirled that behind closed doors, members of the royal family were concerned about the implications of such public feuds. Sources hinted that King Charles was particularly troubled. Was his vision for a unified nation being threatened by the very public bickering of its leaders? The juxtaposition of royal dignity against political chaos painted a vivid picture that intrigued the public and drew them in deeper. As the days passed, the tension escalated. Secret meetings between senior Labour officials were reported, with discussions around how to address Clarkson's comments and quell the storm. Would they rally behind Starmer, or would the party be torn apart by internal strife? The stakes were high, and each choice seemed more precarious than the last. Viewers could almost feel the suspense building. Would Rayner stand by her leader, or would she begin to question her own loyalty in the face of public scrutiny? As she navigated the treacherous waters of political allegiance, the question remained, was her fierce loyalty a strength or a liability? In a dramatic twist, just as the dust seemed to settle, another voice emerged, that of a former royal advisor who hinted at a royal intervention. "The monarchy is watching closely," he stated, a cryptic warning that sent shockwaves through both political and royal circles. What could this mean for Starmer and Rayner? Would the royal family step in to mediate, or would they remain silent, allowing the political storm to rage on? The public was captivated, and the stage was set for an explosive climax. Angela Rayner, emboldened by public support but aware of the stakes, called for a press conference. The anticipation was palpable as journalists from all corners gathered, pens poised and cameras ready. Would she defend Starmer, or would she reveal doubts that could shatter the party's already fragile unity? As she took to the podium, her expression was one of resolve mixed with uncertainty. "I stand with Kier," she began, her voice steady yet filled with emotion. But then, she paused, letting the weight of her words sink in. "But we must address the concerns raised. We owe it to our party and our country." The room erupted in gasps. Had she just opened the floodgates? The implications were staggering. In that moment, the tension shifted. The cliffhanger of her declaration left viewers on the edge of their seats, eager to see how this would unfold. Would this lead to a rift within Labour, or could it forge a new path for the party? As the camera zoomed in on Rayner's determined face, the screen faded to black, leaving viewers with more questions than answers. What would the royal family's response be? How would Kier Starmer react to Rayner's bold statement? In a world where politics and royalty intertwine, one thing was certain, the saga was far from over. Stay tuned as this story continues to unfold, revealing the intricate dance between power, loyalty, and the future of British politics.